Ah, God! The wait is over! Welcome to Tasmania! Business is about to pick up!
Hello, fellow members of the WWE Universe. I am Dantes X James, and this is the Tasmania press conference. In this video, I will be answering questions about the build-up to WrestleMania. Let's get into it.
Who needs to win the most in the triple threat? Roman Reigns, CM Punk, or Seth Rollins?
The person that needs to win the most during this match, honestly, this match has me completely confused and conflicted on who's going to win. These are three superstars that are very popular, has the crowd behind them in every way. I don't know what a win does for anybody. I think the big thing here is who is most likely to do a heel or a face turn for me. Um, Honestly, a heel turn at this point. We need something real dramatic right now because right now everybody has so many fans behind them. Even the tribal chief being a heel or tweener. I don't even know what we call the tribal chief right now. But I know that, he's confident. He got his stripes back, he got his title back, and being the tribal chief name. And with Seth Rollins, I think he's somebody that we got to keep our eye on. I think for the last what I think Seth mentioned it yesterday on Friday. He mentioned how he cost Roman at WrestleMania that time last year. But if we look at it back, he's done it a couple of times, even with Roman versus Brock Lesnar. So Seth is somebody that I think we got to keep our eye on this year. I don't think it's about who wins. I think it's about who turns. And I've I don't really trust Paul Heyman that much. So, like everybody else, I'm watching Paul Heyman. I'm watching Seth Rollins, and I got my eye on CM Punk.
Can Cody Rhodes hold his ground against John Cena in a true generational clash?
Okay, so I don't think John Cena gets enough credit. We're talking about the man who took out JBL in a very, very intense, very crazy. Um, I think it was an I Quit match. Yeah, it was an I Quit match where John Cena bloodied up. But beyond just the bloodshed, beyond the matches and the in ring ability, nobody, and I mean nobody, could touch John Cena on the mic, like for real. So in a clash with Cody Rhodes and John Cena, storytelling is telling me that Cody's winning. But for all of us OG fans who've been watching this thing, even through all of the, the seasons where John Cena was just forced down everybody's throat, and now to where everybody wants Cena to win, and not for the championship. Like, it's cool that he gets to go after number 17, but beyond just going after number 17, we just need another Cena title run. Who's better than Cena with the belt than, okay, chill, Roman Reigns. Some people could probably name a few people, but John Cena, champion John Cena, heel champion John Cena. It just seems like something that's gonna be great for a last run. And if he doesn't win at WrestleMania, we riot. Not really, but you know what I mean.
Is Gunther versus Jey Uso the dark horse match of the weekend?
Hmm. I think Gunther versus Jay is the dark horse match of the weekend. Um, so many people are doubting Jay right now. I think Jay has been doing a really good job with the storytelling. Um, his arc is going to be great. I feel he went from, like Jimmy was pointing out last week. He went from main event Jey Uso to the right hand man and so many titles. And now it's like, who is Jay now? And I think that we have been watching a Jay rebrand almost under the same light that John Cena had, where we had to show a little bit more, we got to see a little bit more edge, a little bit more grit. So I think that adding that dimension to Jay Uso where he could turn up, but he could still whoop yo. You know what I mean? So I would like to see. I'm really looking forward to see what Jay does to Gunther because Gunther's somebody who I just feel like he doesn't need the title. So I really want to see Jay step up and get that and take off with it and show everybody that whoever steps up is going to get punched right in the jaw. So Jay, you got my support. Pull it off. Dark Horse match. I know y'all gonna steal the show.
Which women's match are you most hyped for? Io Sky versus Bianca Belair or Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair?
Words between Tiffany and Charlotte this past Friday was crazy. Tiffany, she earned my respect, but at the same time, I'm like, ooh, we might have to go there. So that was nice. I'm really interested in seeing what happens with this match between EO and I think Bianca and I think Rhea may be at it. I could watch Raw. I missed that part. But I think that this is a good match building up, but honestly, I'm really intrigued by this Naomi versus Jade storyline. So all the women, they're killing it right now. I think every week I'm bragging about and hype about the women's promos, the women's matches. Like everybody's doing a really good job these days. So I'm looking forward to every match that that has the women involved in it.
Actually, hanging with AJ Styles, ain't it?
Logan Paul and AJ Styles is a match I didn't see coming, but Logan Paul earned my respect at this point. That man's been doing so many incredible things since he's debuted in the WWE, and I think that this match may be one that's talked about for the rest of the year. I think they're going to have a lot of highlight moments. I think that AJ is going to, he's paying his dues right now some more if he even needs to at this point. But I think that after this, people are going to remember the name AJ Styles, and I think AJ is going to bring out some stuff that we haven't seen in a while, or even bring us a new move set. I don't know. I'm really curious to see what happens with this, but I do believe that Logan Paul and AJ Styles is going to be a match that we didn't think would be as great as it will be.
Who walks out as WrestleMania MVP this year and why?
WrestleMania MVP this year. I'm going with main event Jey Uso. Why? Because you already know he's about to have the crowd rocking. He's about to, bring the party, but he about to whoop ass because of what Gunther did to his brother Jimmy. So I think that Gunther just woke up the beast inside of Jey Uso, and I believe that he may even steal the show. And we're gonna be rocking and yeeting all year for the rest of the year. So I hope y'all ready for that.
Well, LA Knight survived the chaos of facing Jacob Fatu.
No, I hope not. Jacob Fatu's been doing some amazing work with his promo work, with his in-ring work, with behind the scenes. I ain't there all day 24/7 behind the scenes. But if um if there's anybody who they've been building up this year, it's Jacob Fatu. And the question may turn into who will stop Jacob Fatu after this year if he does win that US championship. And if LA Knight does pull it off, my hat's off to him. But I don't think Jacob Fatu is just stopping at WrestleMania. If we don't see him become a champion here, I think that at some point down the line, he will be more than just a tag team champion.
Is Jade versus Naomi going to steal the show?
Hmm. The storyline is there, is written all on the wall. Um, I think that Naomi's very talented. I think that Jay is very talented. And I think that this story has been very intriguing. So depending on what happens in Bianca's match, if she wins, I would like to see some involvement with her throughout it, just because I feel like she's an important piece of the story. But beyond that, I think that Jaden and Naomi will potentially have a really good match that a lot of people aren't expecting. I think it's going to be hard hitting. I think it's going to be fast paced. I think it's going to be one that we won't be able to look away from because of how bad Jade is getting her lick back. So, but Naomi, she's really been doing a great job with her in ring work, and I know that when she was in TNA, she was killing it as a champion. So, I want to see them get more love as champions in WrestleMania one day. I think that they all deserve it, but until we get there, yeah, I think that they gonna show people exactly why they should be in the title picture, or even beyond that, why they should be main event in WrestleMania one day. So, you know, I hope that they do get there.
Which match are you calling match of the night before the show even starts?
I'm gonna call the Cody Rhodes. Mm, that's just off the dome, Cody and John Cena. I want to say Roman, Seth, and Punk is going to be the match of the night. But I think that Cody and Cena, I think is gonna be up there. We're gonna night one is definitely gonna be the main event. Night two, definitely gonna be the main event. Depending on what main event, if it comes down to that, we are just gonna have to watch WrestleMania to see. Because I am so hooked on they got me. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. The build-ups for these pay-per-views have been for this pay-per-view has been great. So match of the night right now, I'm calling it Cody versus Cena. That's it. I said it.
If you could add one more match to the card, what would it
If I could add one more match to the card, it would be an undefeated Undertaker. I'm messing. Um, one more match to the card. This is hard. This is hard. I would do a open challenge for Randy Orton as the show was ending with a challenging John Cena as the WWE champion. Maybe some type of call out, but I think that the history doesn't get any better than those two, and I think that they have a lot more in the tank than what they put on screen. So, I think John Cena versus Randy Orton. I know Cena had a match already, but if we're doing an open challenge and if I'm calling it, then yeah, I'm putting Randy Orton in a match for the WWE Championship. He's winning that thing.
be? Thanks for your time.
Thank you.